Before muscle cars, before supercars, before luxury brands took over hopes, there was this. The 1930 Ford Model A Coupe, the legend that started it all. What's up everyone, subscribe to my channel, and today, get ready to step straight into a time capsule, because we're about to unlock the soul of one of the most iconic machines ever forged in the golden age of American motoring. This is the 1930 Ford Model A Coupe. A car that didn't just define an era, it shaped the entire cultural backbone of the automobile as we know it. And in this video, I'm taking you deeper than the metal, deeper than the mechanics, and deeper than the miles driven. I'm taking you into the spirit of a machine that carried a generation through the last moments of the Roaring '20s and into the grit of the Great Depression, proving that craftsmanship, resilience, and pure engineering brilliance can survive even the toughest storms. Picture this, it's 1930, the world is shifting, money is tight, but the roads are still calling. And then, rolling out of Ford's factory comes a car bold enough to turn heads, but practical enough to keep the American dream alive, the Ford Model A Coupe. This wasn't just a successor to the Model T, this was the evolution of the everyday car, the leap from simplicity into refinement. Ford had spent years perfecting a machine that would be easier to drive, more comfortable to ride in, and more stylish to be seen with. The 1930 Model A Coupe wasn't a luxury car, but it had a presence so strong and a character so confident that it felt luxurious in the way that mattered most, dignity. When you look at the Model A Coupe, you're looking at design language from a time when every line was intentional. That upright grille, the elegant fenders, the balanced proportions, nothing overdone, nothing wasted. The coupe body style gave this Model A posture of sophistication. It looked ready for Sunday parades, yet it worked tirelessly through the week. But what I want to do to tell you about that last word, that sweeping roofline, the gently sloped trunk area, the clean window frames, you can almost hear the whispers of jazz clubs, speakeasies, and bustling city nights in its silhouette. It's a car that feels like the soundtrack of the 1930s made solid. And under the hood, Ford's famous 201 cubic inch L-head inline-4 engine, simple, rugged, reliable, the beating heart that powered America forward. Producing around 40 horsepower, it wasn't about raw speed, but about unwavering consistency. This engine was built to be repaired easily, to survive poor roads, and to keep going mile after mile after mile. In an era where breakdowns could be devastating, the Model A's engineering was nothing short of salvation. That 3-speed manual transmission, that mechanical honesty, that feeling of pure connection between driver, gear, and road, it's something modern cars simply can't replicate, no matter how advanced they become. Inside the cabin, you get a straightforward but surprisingly refined interior. The large steering wheel, the metal dash, the simple gauges, and the comfortable bench seat, they all invite you into a driving experience that is both raw and charming. There's no insulation from the world. You feel the engine through the pedals, you hear the tires on the pavement, and you sense the road as if the car is speaking directly to you. This is analog driving in its purest form. Every mile feels intentional. Every turn feels earned. And every moment reminds you why enthusiasts still chase and cherish cars like this. But the 1930 Model A Coupe isn't just a machine, it's a story, an emotion, a living artifact. These cars were used by farmers, businessmen, young couples, bootleggers, lawmen, everyone. It was the car of the working class, yet it carried itself with a grace that made it feel like something more. When you see one today, especially restored to pristine condition, you're not just seeing a car, you're seeing survival. You're seeing the fingerprints of countless hands, the hopes of a generation, and the engineering brilliance that helped America keep moving forward when everything else seemed to stand still. Today, collectors and enthusiasts chase the Model A Coupe not just because it's a vintage treasure, but because it represents authenticity. It's a physical reminder of how far we've come and of the craftsmanship we sometimes forget. The Model A teaches patience, it teaches appreciation, it teaches the beauty of the basics, and driving one is an experience that transforms you. Suddenly, life slows down, noise fades away, and you're transported into an era where the journey mattered more than the destination. Imagine cruising down a quiet country road in a perfectly restored 1930 Model A Coupe, the sun reflecting off the polished steel, the engine humming like a sewing machine, the wind slipping through the window, the world around you feeling simpler, calmer, almost cinematic. This is a car that doesn't need technology to impress. It doesn't need horsepower to demand respect. All it needs is its history, its charm, and its presence. And believe me, that presence is powerful. So as we dive into this legendary car, appreciate the details, the craftsmanship, the story behind every bolt and panel. This is more than transportation. It's an heirloom on wheels, a reminder of resilience and ingenuity. If you ever get the chance to sit behind the wheel of a 1930 Ford Model A Coupe, take it. Because what you'll experience isn't just driving, it's time travel. What's up, everyone? Subscribe my channel and stay tuned for more legendary machines, rare classics, and the most iconic automotive stories ever told. The road to history starts here.